everyone!
Hi, guys.
We're back!
We are back, and it is the day of the festival.
Day of the festival, y'all.
What's gonna happen? We just basically had our blood sucked by Yuri.
Yeah.
We told Sayori we loved her.
Yes.
Tomorrow, the festival day is
I can't believe you
kind of
told
sort of.
Sayori you love her.
I know. Should I not have done that?
After like all the time you spent with Yuri?
I know.
Does that mean nothing to you?
I mean, it does. Is it like The Bachelor? Can I love two people at once?
What a playa.
Who knows? We'll see.
All right, day of the festival.
Okay. Here we go. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily,
Funnily?
I didn't realize that was a word.
It is.
Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too.
It feels...
Dr. Farts! You were the first one here. Thanks for being early.
That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing.
I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on a day this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all.
You should take a little responsibility for her, Dr. Farts. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know?
Exchange? Monica, you know about that?
Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all.
But, I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so...
Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think.
Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that.
Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Oh, shit.
Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving.
What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach.
Dr. Farts? What's wrong?
Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so...
Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay?
I quickly leave the classroom.
Don't strain yourself.
Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. Oh, shit. What is happening? What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal, at least, to wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house, that really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my god! I just got full body shivers. What? An exception has occurred. File game script blank. Oh my god, did I lose? Am I done? What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppress the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. Dang it! That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it was for others to care about her. And why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault.
I'm so sorry. This is like affecting me a lot more than I thought it would.
My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now I can never take it back. Never, 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 never.
Oh man.
Oh my god, it's over?
Oh man.
And Sayori's gone from the screen.
Yeah.
Why can't we see her? I want to do it again. No. What's this? Why does it look weird? Is it because I'm done? Is it because I
You can click on it and figure it out. You can't just not read it.
Oh yeah, you're so right. You never see yourself making these days. Kind of works out because you know each other for so long. We used to go to school together on days like this, but starting in high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up for her. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let blah 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 catch up to me.
Okay, let's unpack this.
I done fudged up. I fudged up real bad.
Okay.
I thought she needed love. She didn't need love. She needed a different kind of love. Let's process this. She wants me to be friends with other people and just pretend like things are the same, and that's how she lives? Or do I like really pursue her and love her, and that's what makes her live? Like, what's the solution? Should I have just, like, really gone for Yuri and, like, continued to treat Sayori like a friend? Like, would that have made it okay? Do we know? Do I need to play it all over again? Because
Do we just need to continue?
can we continue?
It's an ordinary school day like any other.
We can continue? I can keep going?
Just keep pressing spacebar.
Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone.
You've always walked to school alone.
I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway.
Hey, I take offense at that.
Well, yeah, also, why wouldn't Natsuki be in there?
You alright?
The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it.
Are you okay, by the way?
I'm shell-shocked. Like, I'm shell-shocked. Like, I feel like I had a feeling that's what was going to happen, but I was like, no way. There's no way that that's what's actually going to happen. They took it there. They really done took it there. Is that the end of the game, or do I keep playing?
You keep playing.
I do?
Yes.
So it's not done yet, even though my best friend's dead.
I'm shell-shocked too, and I thought that I was gonna be like, I thought I was gonna be cool as a cucumber.
Did that
I'm
happen
not.
in your run too?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm like, oh. Man,
Oh my gosh, okay.
I legitimately thought I was gonna be like perfectly fine.
That was a lot. So where was my girl?
Whenever you watch it back, you're gonna see that like I can see it coming, and I start going like this.
I saw your hand over your mouth and I'm like, oh my god, what's happening? What is happening?
God, I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't spoil it
No,
for you.
no. I knew something was coming. Like, you felt it no matter what.
I mean, there was no music
I know.
from the time we started playing.
Yeah,
I didn't remember
dead,
that like
dead.
that was how it happened, that there was no music. But I was like, where's the music? When's it gonna come back? And I'm like, shit.
I mean, okay. We're continuing on, even though I feel like a shell of a person.
In her memory.
I cannot believe that happened. Okay.
Oh my god, it's so graphic.
It's so jarring.
Yeah.
That was so jarring. Okay.
Oh man, and the way the music changed.
Intense. And how it like glitched out. Like it was
Yeah,
your computer.
oh my
That is,
God.
I mean, really well done, but like terrifying and so awful. Okay.
I shouldn't be leaning on you. I should be the strong one right now. Okay, let's just take a sip.
We are continuing on in Sayori's memory.
Yeah.
In the hopes that something good will happen for her from this. We don't know. I'm trying to hold on to my positivity. Probably not possible because this is a horror game. Apparently, moving on.
And our cheerful person is gone now.
I know our one cheerful, encouraging person is dead.
Oh God, you said dead.
She's gone.
Oh.
Okay. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Oh, you should do that then, right?
Dr. Farts? I can't remember who this is. Okay, that's you.
Monica?
Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right?
Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway?
Oh, I must have been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet. You were in the debate club, right?
About that. I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be quite honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club.
I know. It's so scary. I'm scared. Okay.
Oh
Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far.
Only 3.
It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Did you see that piece of spit just like fly out?
Oh my god.
Sorry.
No. I support you.
It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of the members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess.
Natsuki.
And besides, a member's a member, right? Did
Monica say she?
Hey, Dr. Farts! By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but...
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please?
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I even ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Awesome. You're really sweet, Dr. Farts, you know that?
It's nothing, really.
Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
Oh no, your face! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. Why do they keep saying it like that? My soul? I sold my soul? What does that mean? I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, what?
It's so weird to read all this stuff again.
Yes.
Like, after we just read it, like...
It feels like deja vu in
Oh.
a terrifying way.
Oh.
Oh no! Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door, and everyone's dead. Just kidding. I'm sorry, that was so dark.
Oh.
I'm back.
Only one person's dead. Only our best friend, you know, since we were children. What if said she's in love with us?
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Oh.
And I brought a guest with me.
A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Dr. Farts.
I'm like clutching my own leg.
All words escape me. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
No, I'm not.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
Anyway, this is Natsuki. Energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president.
What?
It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So I ran into Dr. Farts in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to... Well, you know...
Sorry. I didn't forget, but I just happened to run into him.
In that case, I should at least make some tea, right?
Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Dr. Farts?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica.
So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but, well, maybe make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki?
Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know?
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Dr. Farts, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. It's crazy how much this is exactly the same.
Yeah, right.
And then there's small ways that it's different.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
Yeah.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality.
Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or it takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back!
Fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess, sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have any writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea. How about this?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea.
Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Dr. Farts?
Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But...
I'm sorry, I thought...
Humph.
The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Dr. Farts. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members, and if we don't find one more before the festival...
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed, so if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Dr. Farts?
Yeah, it could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left us after all of this, I would be super pissed.
Dr. Farts, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Dr. Farts, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
Whew. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home.
Alone.
The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Oh, man.
You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? What is this? What's happening?
God, I don't know.
Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and bottles.
Okay. Talk to me. What are you feeling? What are you thinking?
Okay. I don't know what to do at this point. Do I continue my escapades with Yuri? Because I don't know what's gonna happen at this point. Like, is somebody else gonna die? Is I mean, okay, here's what I think. Last time I was loosey-goosey, tried to please everybody. Clearly that didn't work out well. So I think this time we have to like be strong and like pick one girl to go with. But I don't know. Or we should try what we were talking about and each time like switch off, try and please both of them.
Mm-hmm.
How do I win this game? I don't think you win. I think you just like
Cry.
yes. I think it just slowly kills you. Oh my god. Okay. 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 Just to keep things interesting, we're gonna go with Natsuki this time around, I think.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to help me. But
Okay.
I think Natsuki's cute, so we're gonna go with cute words like pink.
Pink. Okay.
And we're gonna go with fluffy,
Fluffy.
or puppy. What do you think?
Either one I think is good.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna go with party.
You know, yeah. Party sounds
Or
good.
Party. We're gonna party. Okay.
So I was kind of nervous because I didn't realize how close we were at the beginning of this. And I was like, oh gosh, is this like break gonna make the break between the two videos gonna make us feel like weird? Oh my god, like it's so interesting to like feel how I feel now as opposed to how I felt at the beginning of our video. Like,
yeah.
I feel so different right now. Like, oh man, it's so weird.
It's intense. This is intense.
And I think you have to go for Kitty.
Kitty. Good choice. Okay. And Doki Doki.
Doki Doki, name of the game.
Always. And then we're gonna go with warm or hope. What do you think?
I think both those are Sayori words.
Yeah, you're so right.
And I think they're both
my
also
heart.
going to be Natsuki words now.
Okay.
No!
Okay.
I mean, silly.
Kawaii. Sweet.
Sweet. Probably awesome.
Yeah. What if we did like even it, do 10 and 10?
Oh yeah, we were gonna.
What would that do? Do you
I have
think?
no idea.
Would it please both of them?
No, I doubt it.
Do you think they'd both be displeased?
I don't know. I think it would just be like a I don't know though. I don't know what it would do.
Just because we're throwing wrenches in here.
Okay.
Should we? I don't want to complicate things. Should I just continue? I mean, I'm being wishy-washy again. I
Yeah.
was like, should we just continue on with Natsuki?
I think going with Natsuki would be nice.
Okay. All right, we're gonna continue on with Natsuki. Laugh. Lucky Ribbon Pain Lollipop. We're gonna go with Lollipop or Giggle and Lollipop.
Yeah.
Fun. Amy Embrace Despise.
I also love how at the beginning of the game I had like, oh, I have no opinion, but now I'm like, yes, I have an opinion.
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm in
this
it.
is it's so much depends on this now. There's a lot depending on it.
So much depends on whether we go with lipstick or candy or twirl. Remember at the second video how we were like screaming like we were at the Super Bowl each time we got one right? And now we're just like,
now I'm just like, I just don't want anyone to die again.
oh my god.
I think that's my goal at this point, is I just don't want anyone to be hurt. Fire. Oh, boop.
Boop.
I love boop.
Boop.
If there's a boop, I will always pick the boop. Cheer.
Cheer.
Poop.
Woof.
All right,
We did
Natsuki.
it.
Okay.
Hi again, Dr. Farts. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. What? Thing. Okay.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Dr. Farts. Oh my god.
Do you know what's happening?
I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. I noticed something in the background.
What? What did you notice?
I hope this isn't too overwhelming a commitment for you. Just making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
I'm. Why did that scare me so much?
Oh my god.
Okay.
Look at the background really carefully as I'm talking. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Right?
That's so messed up. That's so messed up.
You see it, right?
Yes.
I'm not crazy.
That's Sayori.
Oh my god.
What the hell? Okay.
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Also, like, does this room feel weird? Oh my god, what?
Natsuki made a big mouth for someone who keeps manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature.
I'm so
Oh
scared.
my god, I'm like, I keep getting closer to you. I'm so sorry. I'm like cuddling it. I'm like, ah!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
I feel sick. I'm sorry, Dr. Farts. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read. Did the music just modulate?
It sounded like it did something weird, yeah. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask.
Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Ooh. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to be a part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy.
It's so weird how everything's at a slight angle.
Yes!
And we're like closer to her.
Oh god, I feel like we're getting closer and closer too.
Yeah. It's so throwing me
It's
off.
a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute?
Freaking modulated again.
She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. It's making my heart rate go up.
I know, and I feel sick.
Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that
Oh my
everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she's been waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
Ugh.
I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there?
Fucking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga?
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into until you figure out. I'm so hesitant reading all this stuff because I feel like I'm going to press the space bar and something freaky is going to happen.
I know, right?
I don't know. Okay, manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How do you know anyway?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is.
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door.
She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Dr. Furtz. Consider this a lesson. Oh. Don't judge a book. In fact,
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. You're good.
I'm going to show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe.
Moe.
God, I did that before.
I know.
I just need a little, accent above the
Moe.
E, and then I'll remember.
Oh, sorry.
My bad.
No, don't worry about it. Don't just stand there.
Ooh, Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Her hair looks insane.
Oh my god, it totally is. Look, it's like 2 different hairstyles between the front and the back. Like she has pins, ribbons.
I feel like the ribbons weren't like that before.
Really?
Am I wrong? Or have they
I don't
been
know.
like that?
I don't
Okay,
remember.
I'm just looking for stuff now. Oh look, it's not like that anymore. Oh my god, okay. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. Well, I know it's like your posture that needs help. We can't read at the same time like that.
Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can't say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I've read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot.
Aww.
Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else.
It is.
That's true. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Sorry.
Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, "Hey, you still haven't grown out of it yet?" Makes me want to punch them in the face.
I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So?
Gee.
Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flipped the page.
Oh.
Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki.
Yeah?
Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! What is this? What the fuck?
I don't like that.
Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay?
Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper.
I told you not to give.
She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth.
Don't worry, Dr. Farts. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now?
Who should I show my poem to first?
Okay. Alright. This is a lot. This is a lot to take in. But, like, we're gonna go with Monica first.
Oh my god.
I should start with Monica. I'm scared. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort.
Who's nervous? I'm nervous.
I'm so nervous. I don't know what the frick is gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen.
I
You're
know I
nervous
do,
as
but I'm
me.
nervous.
Hi, Dr. Farts.
I don't remember everything. I played it once.
Yeah. Okay.
Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway,
Want to share a poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
don't worry, Dr. Farts. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Mm-hmm. I like it, Dr. Farts.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you, too. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she loses all of her strength and shuts down, like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know. Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
It is so fudged up reading that in that voice.
I know, right?
Her dad doesn't feed her.
But some guys like petite girls.
That is so messed up. Okay. The horror mood is coming in. It's coming in.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Oops. Are they talking, or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling plays tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen.
Oh my
So
god.
what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask about all this.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Oh my gosh.
Holy shice. Okay, who should I show my poem to next? Let's go to Yuri.
Oh man. How are you doing?
I am very on edge. Like,
Okay,
very on
okay.
edge.
Let me know if you need a break.
I'm just like wanting to see what happens
I know, me
next.
too.
Okay, we got this. We got
We got this.
Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just needed to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
So it's that bad?
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and then they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Oh, please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Now that one was the same.
But Monica's was different.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Dr. Farts.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all.
But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you. Okay. Natsuki.
I'm nervous. Natsuki's making me nervous.
Yeah. Ugh. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things.
Ugh.
In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said.
Ugh. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So, in other words, you're saying you liked it.
Ugh.
Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
Ooh, you're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something.
Or something.
I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Grr. Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set it for a rhyme at the end, but then make it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in that last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
All our saves are gone, so we better make a new one.
All right. Wow. That was intense.
Did you hear that?
What? What?
Okay, maybe I'm crazy. Never mind. I swear to God, I heard something in the music. Thanks so
be
much
thinking
for
about this all
joining
night.
us today. Feel free to follow us on all the relevant social media that I'm linking below.
Subscribe, like, comment, if you will.
We'll respond. It'll be good fun. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
See you guys later. Bye.